Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome. It's our very first release party for Minecraft Education Edition. Woo! Everyone can go ahead and unmute and give some nice claps and woos. Go ahead. And if you want for a moment, go ahead and turn off your camera if you're not too shy. You don't have to, but I'm going to get a nice fun screenshot. So if you don't want to be on, go ahead and turn your camera off, but we'd love to see you all. I'm going to turn on together mode real quick and get a fun community screenshot. 1 second. Here we go. We're all showing up. Ooh. There we are. All right, here we go. And we're going to smile in 1, 2, 3. Community shot. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Allison. Thanks for being here. Hello, Barb. Hello, Kathy and Bob from Charlotte. I'm going to go ahead and share back our presentation for a moment, but keep those introductions coming. Okay. Welcome, Anna. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here. And I'll get my PowerPoint warmed up. We are recording this, so you can send it on to your colleagues or your staff to get them excited about our new features as well. Okay, that's what I get for doing my theater mode. Let's see, should be warmed up here in just a second. There we go. Awesome, everyone. Well, we're so excited to have you here today. Most of you have already introduced yourself. I'm letting folks in from the lobby. But we're all here because of our brand new released out last week, but publicly sharing it today. I'm going to go ahead and drop a tweet in the chat if you want to retweet and help us share the excitement. I'm Wendy Gorton, everyone, helping with the Minecraft Education Edition community today. I'm going to give you some fun community updates. And then also we have 2 of our product team with us today, Micah and Melinda. We're going to demo some of the cool new features that the development team has been working so hard on for the last few months now, years in the making. We also have a Q&A, so feel free to drop those in the chat as they come to you, or you can unmute at the end and ask Melinda and Micah yourself. And if you stick around the whole time, we have a couple of door prizes for some fun. So let's get to it. We do have a new community hub launching next week, and it's got brand new forums and great ways to get involved. So everyone on this call can come and chat about the new release, give feedback. Micah and Melinda here listen to all of your great feedback that you give, and they prioritize it against all the other amazing things to do with the product. But your voice is so important, and so we'll have some new ways for you to share that. So stay tuned. I'll send an email to everyone on the webinar as soon as we launch, so you can come in and start chatting with us. With that, Micah, did you want to give us a quick intro? How long have you been on Minecraft Education? And tell us a bit about this release and what you're most excited for. And feel free to take over the screen.
So good morning. Are we doing intros first, or do you want me to jump straight into it?
You could just give a quick hello and how long you've been on the team and how excited you are.
Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate all of the feedback and the voice you provide. This update really represents a lot of that feedback that you've been giving us over the years. My name is Micah, and I am one of the PMs on the team. So product manager, program manager, producer, you name it, pick a title. But what that means is that I'm responsible for the features and the technical development of the product. So anything from what goes into the product to listening to the feedback that you give and making sure that that's represented in the next update, to making sure that we actually have an update ready for you in time for back to school. So that's a super quick intro of me. The thing I'm most excited about this release is Chromebook. That's been the project that I've been working on for the little over a year that I've been on the team, and I know the team's been working on it even longer than that. But that has been my big project for the last year, and I'm super excited that it's available today.
Awesome. Thanks, Micah. All right, with that, I think we're going to have you show a couple of demos of what it can do, and then we'll introduce Melinda and have her share a couple things as well.
Okay, so we'll start off. I got two computers. Let's hope for no technical difficulties here, but we'll start off on a Chromebook actually. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and you let me know if you can see it.
There it is.
So has it shown up? There it is. Okay. So what I've got here is I've got a fairly representative education device Chromebook. So this is a Dell 3100. And it is in a managed school. So it's effectively the same as what you would have in your schools. It's managed by an IT administrator, which is also me. And it's configured to be an educational device. So what I've done on this device is I've actually configured Minecraft to run and be available in the Play Store. So you can see on my screen right now, I have a modified version of Google Play designed specifically for managed school districts. And the only app available in it right now is Minecraft. And so if I go ahead and click that, you can see I can launch Minecraft, and then I'll be right into the game. This is the version of Minecraft that you're familiar with. It has the same features and functionality as the version on Windows. And so you can see here I am in Minecraft. And it's working just like you would expect on your Windows device or your iPad or your Mac. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch off of the Chromebook and back to a different device. I just wanted to show you Chromebook. It's there, and it is the same as what you would see on Windows. So now
unmute and clap for Micah. It didn't break. It works.
Yay!
Oh, it looks awesome. So smooth. Thanks, Micah.
So let me stop sharing there, start sharing here. And this is more for demo purposes than anything else. I've got some other videos, and I've got another demo of Minecraft to show. And so I just wanted to make sure that I was on a more powerful device than what you would typically have in a classroom in an educational setting. So the first thing that I wanted to show here, we'll send all of these links out, but we do have some blog posts and getting started guides if you are new to Chromebook, or if you're new to Minecraft, or if you just want to update. And so we'll send all the links to these out. But you can see here we've got the blog post, which talks a little bit more about Chromebook. And then we've got a getting started guide, which talks a little bit more about the requirements of what type of Chromebook you need to have, and the technical specifications for having a good experience on Chromebook. And then the last thing I'll do is I will jump back into Minecraft, and we'll show off some of the new features. So here I am in a Minecraft world. And you can see it's got some things that you might not have seen before. In the background there, you've got some bees and foxes. They like to run away, so I'll get some closer to us. And I've got honey beehives and bee nests. I've got some honeycomb. And so what we can do with all of these new features is we now have the opportunity to have biodiversity and ecology lessons. And we actually have partnered with the American Beekeeping Association to build 11 new bee-related worlds and lessons. So curriculum and standards aligned lessons that have to do with learning about bees. So anything from their habitat to the way that bees behave to their anatomy. And if we have time at the end, I can share that video, or I can also we can just send it out in a link of what the new lessons for related to bees are. And then the last thing that we'll talk about, I'll hand it over to Melinda, and we'll talk about some other bee-related updates in the product.
I love it, Micah. I just dropped the link into the blog. We've got some wows and the bees and the foxes. Awesome. This looks great. Let us know if you have any questions about some of these new features, everyone. But feel free to reshare. Oh, Melinda, are you trying to share something?
No. This is great. I was going to steal Micah's, since he's already got a Minecraft world up, just mention a couple things in here. So first off, my name is Melinda Knight. I am a program manager on the Education Edition team. I've been on the team almost 2 years, but been at Microsoft for 15 years in various roles. And so I'm super excited about this release as well. Chromebook is a biggie, but I'm also a big fan of some changes that we have made to the library to make it easier for you to share and assign lessons. So I'm excited to show you that. We've heard a lot of feedback about how much more integration you would love with your learning management systems. And so we're starting the journey. We're taking some steps, and I'll show you those. But in the game here, there are a couple things I want to point out in Micah's Bee world that he made. If we look over to the side over there, I think you can see a couple new NPCs. It's been a while since we added any NPC skins. And for this release, we were able to get in 5 new bee-themed NPC skins. So we're excited about this as you explore bee curriculum, and we are already plotting for our next round of NPC updates. If you have any suggestions, feel free to put them in the chat. We know that set's kind of limited, and more would be fun. Also here in the world, you'll see on the screen in the bottom left, over by, I'm seeing Micah's name there, there's an H for hide and show controls. These are your keyboard and mouse hints. Teachers, you may have experienced that these are usually on when you go into the world, but they're not for your students. And so we saw as we visited lots of classrooms that you can end up having some kiddos who are great at Minecraft and some who don't really know their way around and are anxious about asking. So we wanted to make it easier for those controls to be visible and super easy for them to go away. So just pressing H will hide them, and H will bring them back if you need a quick peek at how to sneak or
awesome. Melinda, we have there's lots of excitement about the bee skins, but there's also a couple of questions. Kathy and Christian, is there any insight into customizing your own? What does that look like in the next year or so?
Yeah, we know that is of interest. So it's definitely in our list to continue investigating. Yeah, thank you for that question.
And our site, everybody, our community hub that's going to come out next week, we encourage you to vote up. So we'll have things like skins on there. So let your voice be heard and tell your teachers when they tell you, say, we know, can you come and help us vote, so that Melinda and Micah see that and can help represent and advocate for you at their development sprints.
Absolutely, yes. Please do continue to vote. We pay a lot of attention to the community feedback and voices from this community. Okay, this is great. So I think I'm actually gonna steal your screen, Micah, and share mine now.
Thank you so much, Micah. Everybody unmute really quick and give some nice claps and snaps for Micah. That was awesome. Welcome if you all just came in. I saw some folks come in from the lobby, so as Melinda's getting going, please feel free to drop in your introduction if you haven't. Feel free to retweet. Adam's also put in that bees lesson, so you can get going right away with that. And also feel free to drop your handle if you have Twitter. This is a great opportunity to connect with other Minecraft educators as well and grow your PLN. Awesome, Melinda, we see your screen. Go for it.
Perfect, thank you. So I am signed into Minecraft as Mr. B. He's a teacher in one of our education tenants that we're testing out. So I wanted to show you a couple library updates. So if we go into the library, in the lesson section, you'll see some new content. We've got digital citizenship is a new category, and social emotional learning. So we'd invite you to explore those. if you go into, so go ahead and check those out. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. Also new and interesting in the library are tags. So if you're hanging out in looking at any of these lessons, we have made it a little bit easier for you to find related lessons and content. So we've added these tags. This doesn't even exist in regular Minecraft yet. We are the first. And so here, this build challenge in particular has both tagged with build challenge and math. And so if I want to see more math lessons, I can click on that and go ahead and find all of the lessons that are related. And you can continue to dig through and find more. So here I can get to quickly all the Common Core Grade 3 math lessons. That's pretty exciting. Also new from any of these, from any lesson, I can share a link. And so you've seen this button. We've had this button for some time, but you may recall the links that we were sharing were not really that easy to share. They were a direct link to the product. They didn't always resolve as a hyperlink if you pasted them. And so what we've done is we've changed this around and improved it. So on every platform, you'll get a shareable link. And then on Windows and Chromebook in particular, you get an enhanced share dialog that allows you to share directly to Teams, via email, or to Google Classroom. So here, for example, I'm going to share to Teams. And I think this one might be in the, oh yeah, oh, I'm still logged in as Lauren. Let me flip over and see if I can get back in as Todd so that I can share it. There we go. Get this out of here and we'll try again. Share. This is going to work much better. All right. So it should sign me into Teams as Todd, the teacher, and I should be able to see all of my class lists and create an assignment with this lesson. So I am going to pick science. It's thinking hard.
Ooh, there it goes.
Section 10, area and volume. I can enter instructions, however many points, set my due date, and I'm going to assign that lesson. And then after that lesson gets assigned, perfect, we'll flip back over, and this is Lauren. She is a student in Mr. Todd's class. And so in physical science section 10, we should be able to see there's that area and volume challenge that has been assigned. So I can go in and as that student now go ahead and complete that assignment.
That deserves an unmute and woo for Melinda. Unmute and woo, everybody. Oh my goodness, lots of excitement in the chat. Jody's asked, does Teams work for iPads?
So if you have, probably you will not see these 3 buttons on iPads, but you can always copy this link and then go in and easily create an assignment using that link. The links now are totally clickable and so can be assigned in that way. You'll also be able to use your share button in the iPad. So instead of this being a copy, it will be a share for you. And so if you have the Teams app installed, you should be able to open it that way and do an assignment as well. All right. I think those were the biggies for my side, so I can turn it back to you, Wendy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Melinda. Thank you so much, Micah. Everyone, we have a few moments for a Q&A. We also have some other of our Minecraft team in here. You might see some familiar names like Carrie. She's on our support desk. Carrie, did you want to say a quick hello to everyone and introduce yourself to the community?
Good morning, everyone. I've had the chance to meet a few of you. I'm Carrie Doring. I am the support manager for Minecraft Education. And so we are the ones answering all of your questions through ticketing and writing support articles. And we're always looking for ways to support you better. So always open to listening. please come and participate in the support forums if you have any ideas for us. And see someone listening with bated breath back there. We have all kinds of great ideas to help you more. So always reach out when you have ideas or questions.
I love it. Thank you, Carrie. Some enthusiasm. Hey, Ben, so glad to have you in here. Lots of folks using Teams all the way right now, especially in our distance learning environment. Same with Mr. Bull as well. That's great. We have some feedback. Elsab, your 6-year-old is playing with bees right this moment and says it's so cool. And she's trying out Immersive Reader. Elsab, that's music to our heart. Thank you for sharing that. Can you find all the new lesson plans, Randy, on the Minecraft education site? I think Adam's on the team. Adam, do you want to give a quick hello? Adam is the brains behind the learning programs team and all of the great content that you see in our lesson library. Want to say hi and any update about the bees lesson, Adam? I know you linked it in here.
Sure. I don't know if I'm the brains behind the team. Perhaps at the moment the mouthpiece. But yeah, we're thrilled about these 11 new Build with Bees lessons. The world was built by one of our partners, a company called Lifeboat, who has done some amazing builds for the consumer Minecraft marketplace. And this is one of the most spectacular builds that I've ever seen for Minecraft Education Edition. So I really encourage everyone to check out not only the world, but also the 11 NGSS aligned lessons that come with it. They're very easy to find on the website, aka.ms/buildwithbees. And they'll also be in the library as well. If they're not already up there, they will be imminently. They were being ingested as we speak. The members of our team work on all kinds of content, and just as Carrie said, we're always thrilled to get feedback so that we're building the right kinds of lessons and supporting our educator community in the right ways. So we've been working really hard on some of those new categories that Melinda showed: social emotional learning, digital citizenship, as well as some of the more traditional categories of learning. We invest a lot in CS education as well. So thank you in advance for helping us deliver great content for you and for being here this morning.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Some other good questions coming in. Any way the Immersive Reader can work with the Signboards?
Mm-hmm.
Melinda, you want to take that one?
Yeah, that's a great question. We recognize that we've added Immersive Reader, and right now it's on chalkboards and on NPCs, and so it is definitely in our list to try and expand it to work on and signs and other boards, so it'll be available wherever language is in the game. So that is definitely a goal. Thanks for that request.
Thanks, Melinda. And Barb echoes the huge need right now for SEL. If you haven't done the Mindful Night yet, do that right away when you kick off your class this school year. I'm so excited to see what you thought. Christian asks, are there any thoughts on user-made mods, resource packs, texture packs? Any thoughts, folks?
Yeah,
so I can answer that. So,
go ahead.
Right now, you can include your own resource packs in the worlds. So if you've made a world, you can bundle that as a template. Many of our library contents do have custom resource packs. So the production and creation of resource packs works the same way as it does in Bedrock. And so you can follow the instructions for the other versions of Minecraft, create your own resource pack, put that into an MC template or even an MC world. And then when that's opened in Education Edition, it'll load and it'll work like any other resource pack. The thing that we don't do right now is we don't have the global resource pack, or at least the same level of support for global resource packs as Bedrock does. It's possible to put them in there, but we kind of try and hide that and discourage that just because the way that we think about content is normally per world rather than for the entire client. And many of those global resource packs are used to reskin Minecraft to look different. And so that's usually less relevant for educational scenarios, but it is something that is technically supported and you can do in Education Edition. So we can, I'm not sure, I don't know who asked the question, but if that's something you really want to do, we can kind of talk on how to do that and what some of the limitations are and maybe some reasons you may or may not want to use global resource packs. But we absolutely support resource packs in worlds and in templates as you're creating content.
I love it. Thanks so much, Micah. Mr. Bull would love some Mars lessons. Don't forget, you can actually help us create those lessons. Our global mentors, I know we have a couple on the call, write a lot of our lesson plans. So we hope that you all join us in that and create some lessons. And I also see Elsab is hoping perhaps there can maybe be whales one day, but all of these features all come from your voice. So again, you can head to our new community hub next week. Oh, good. Melinda found us a nice Mars rover as well. Ooh, Ben's got a good question. Any thoughts on adding brief audio recordings to NPC triggered by block proximity? Maybe just a quick record button. I know we've got some fun Flipgrid integration where you can screencast what you're doing in Minecraft, but this is taking audio and video direct in the game. Anyone have any thoughts about NPCs and audio down the line?
Yeah, we are currently working on a variety of NPC updates. I don't know that this one's on our list, but this is an interesting one for us to consider. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
I love it. And Ben, again, once we launch next week, something like that would be so perfect. And then everyone else hopefully can join in and say, oh, we could do this. Or what's beautiful about that is while you wait for features, the power of the community of creating solutions around that and workarounds. Awesome. Ooh, and Adam's dropped a little nugget as well. Everyone, we have just 1 or 2 more minutes before we give away our door prize, so please drop in any Q&A. We're so thrilled to have Melinda and Micah here sharing their talent and expertise with us. We do have a couple other Minecrafters on the call. I see Stephen Reed. Stephen, somebody mentioned something about esports. Do you want to share how folks can maybe use some of these new features within esports coming up this fall?
Sure thing, thanks. Hi everyone. We have developed 7 esports arenas with more to come. And they're called Make and Model, and they're based around creative build battles, the key word being creative, unlike a lot of the other esports systems that might turn people off of esports because of their destructive or gun-based nature. Minecraft is very, very much about the creative, critical thinking, peer assessment, self-assessment, and it's all built into these esports worlds. And then on top of those 7 worlds, they come wrapped in a definitive educator framework, helping you with every single step of setting up an esports program for your school. And so far that's been hugely successful in South Africa, where we piloted it, and it was so successful in fact that they're employing staff dedicated to that project, and their recruitment drives went up hugely as a result of parents calling and saying, my kids did esports with your school, I want them to move to your school. It literally was that powerful. With Nordic Cups, we've got some Asian Cups, and we've also got some Cups in Europe coming soon as well. So keep an eye out for that. And what I'll do is, actually Melinda's popped them in there, have a look at the link in there, and I'll also put the direct link to the Worlds and the Educator Framework, which is all free.
That's amazing. Thanks, Stephen, and thanks, Melinda, for dropping that in. I know there's also maybe you have a link to the Microsoft Engage that you've been doing, Stephen, as well, but Stephen's got some fun programming. I know Adam's been doing some really great mentor podcasts. So there's all sorts of stuff after today's call to keep extending your learning with our community. And stay tuned. We'll have more live opportunities like this. We hope you enjoyed seeing some of the faces of Minecraft and each other. We know we love hearing it. With that, guys, we are going to go into our door prize. You have to have chatted something. So if you haven't had a chance to say hello yet and you're just lurking, to be eligible for the door prize today, just have to say a hello. You could say thank you to Melinda and Micah. You could drop what you're excited about. So let's all get our final reflections from today's release party. Drop that in. Drop it in. Good. I'm seeing some new folks. Hello, Watkins. Oh, awesome. Hey, Bob, great to see you. Last chance. Get in your thanks, excited about. Thanks, Adam, for dropping in the podcast. Thanks, Kathy. Now I will do the super scientific finger and closed eye approach to give away our door prize from the chat. Here we go. It better not be a Minecrafter that I give it to. It is going to be Barb. Barb, make sure you email. I'm going to drop in our community email here, mcedu@microsoft.com. Email me for how to get your prize. And awesome. So great to see you, Slade. Awesome, Blaze. So happy to have you here. And yay, we love hearing that. We're updating the game in the right direction. Can't wait to have more of your voice, everybody. Thank you. We will be having a fun online cohort if you have not become a certified teacher yet. Tell us in the chat, yes or no, are you a certified teacher? Have you gone through our online course or face-to-face training with one of our partners on the call? Let us know. If you haven't, you can sign up for a cohort model. We'll have weekly meetings all throughout the month of September to get you your badge. Please tweet and share, and also email us if you have any questions. I'll go ahead and send this recording out after today. Thank you so much, everybody. Huge round of applause to our product team for sharing that with us today. Huge thanks to all of you for everything you do with your students and getting everyone in Minecraft and transforming the world. So we'll see you at our next event. Thanks all.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you so much.